Hey, my name is Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. You ready for hump day? Man, I'm telling you what, the days have been flying by fast. Made it through Halloween, coming into November, already got Christmas trees up. I know there's some of you out there that have already got those trees up too. You're my people. My wife, she always gets mad because right after Halloween, I want a tree up. I always feel better with a tree up in the house. But this year she was in agreement with me. No big deal there, but it just makes my life better when I'm watching some football on the weekends, and just to have those lights from that tree going on, it just brings me a little bit of peace and comfort. And I hope it brings that same thing for you. Man, I got a mail call today. I'm ready for that, excited for that. This is really from Barrell. So they've sent out something new. Get to open this together, see what we got here. Very fortunate and thankful to Barrell for this. They've sent me some very nice things to sample in the past, and I can't wait to see what we're all about here. Let's see. Catch that right. And I'll tell you what, I'd like to give a shout out to the United States Postal Service. Tonight, the bakers finally got something that I'd sent to them about 3 weeks ago. So, a little bit late, better late than never. Woo! And now that's what I call a sample, a whole 750 right here. Man, this is outstanding. So this is Cask Finish Series. This is ice wine. This is 001 edition, 5 years, coming in at 106.52 proof. I don't see anything on here as far as, some of the tasting notes in here. Let's see. Bottled by Barrell Craft Spirits. Louisville, Kentucky. Limited release. This is a limited release. Distilled in Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee, and Wyoming I think is what I've got here. Interesting. They've got all the mash bills on here, I believe, but it is so small. There is no way in the world I'm going to be able to check all that out. I don't know if they've got a card in here that gives a little more information. Nope. So, good. That means I get to try it and I get to figure out what I liked on it. Nice cork pop. Like the real cork on these too. There's just something, I know that there's some really good corks that aren't really, I guess, I don't know, can you call them a cork if they're not really a cork? But they've got some other things that are out there that don't quite have the cork, but I really like the cork. I don't know what it is for me, but I just really enjoy it. So this is done in an ice wine, which is I think going to be neat. So I'm wondering what kind of flavors it's going to lend to this. Also had some winners. Oh man, let's talk about that. So this right here, this is the Red Hots. This is their Russell's pick. It was Friends Picking Turkey 2024. I think that they did a fantastic job on that. If you're up in the Cleveland, Tennessee area, go buy Red Hots. They do a fantastic job. 2 winners on this. So you got a winner from the Patreon group on there. Joel Rogers, congratulations. And then from the comments, Michael Bortner, congratulations. You'll both be getting a sample of this. Sometimes I don't like to have things go out by themselves, so I may or may not throw something else in there extra. I don't like things to be lonely when they travel, stuff like that. Also, there'll be a couple of winners for a pour of this right here from Barrell. So this is, limited edition cask finish series ice wine. So let's see what we got on here. So this is a 5-year. So you would expect, maybe not to have some super dark color in there. Looking at the color, you're kind of getting this nice, deep yellowish, a little bit of a tinge of orange and brown in there, but more yellow than anything. Looking it up on the sides here, you get the legs starting to form. So it's got some nice oils in there. Not super thick legs, but some nice legs on here. So I'm digging the nose on this. I am getting a little bit of that a sweeter note, I'm assuming from the ice wine on there. So I'm kind of like getting this sweet corn and a grape type of a juxtaposition there, which is really neat on the nose there. And for a 5 year, I'm not getting a whole lot of ethanol punch. I know this is running 100, I think 5 or 106 proof, 106 proof. So it's not overpowering on the nose, but I'm not getting a whole lot of ethanol. It's just something that's a 5 year. I'm getting a nice buttercream vanilla out of this too. So I get some sweet corn. I'm getting a little bit of a grape, but I'm getting this nice sweet vanilla buttercream type of thing going on here. I'm getting a little bit of a really, really sweet tobacco on here. Not a whole lot of heavy char on here, but I'm really liking what the nose is bringing on this. To me, I'm expecting this to be sweet. I'm expecting it to have a little bit of a play in there. And I get a tiny bit of like a baking spice on there. So a lot of neat things going on. Let's see what we got on the palate on this. Wow. This has a lot of fruitiness to it. I'm getting a lot of that grape. It just kind of explodes on your palate. And then as you come into the finish, it really, I mean, it really just made me salivate. I don't know if you saw that, but I had we like to call it gleeking. Sometimes when you get a little bit of your saliva to shoot out there, it really kind of made me salivate there on the end, which was really neat. Getting a nice little Kentucky hug through the chest here. But this is super sweet, and then it kind of has a little bit of a spiciness to it, kind of right through the middle. You get almost like this, I would almost say like a candied pepper through there, but it's not super hot. It's just got this little bit of a burn, but with this nice candied scent that comes with it. Some of the corn that I was getting on the nose, it's not readily available on the palate, at least for the first couple of sips on this. Getting a little bit of the drying from the oak on the back on this. But this has some really neat changes in there. It's really candied sweet up front. Then you kind of getting that peppery type of thing there. Now you're kind of getting a little bit of that, the oak that you're getting in the back there drying up a little bit. But it still brings you back to salivating. It's got a nice finish, nice medium plus finish on this. So a lot of good things in this one right here. When you get through that initial sweetness and the fruitiness, it almost has like a buttery scotch type of thing. Not super rich, thick butterscotch, but kind of a lighter, thinner butterscotch that I'm liking on this as well. Like I said, on the nose, I got a little bit of a baking spice. I'm kind of getting that too towards the mid and back of the palate. And it kind of goes through, sweet, and then kind of a spicy, then a little bit of, I get kind of like the buttercream frosting and vanilla head on those is kind of like a little more of a butterscotch on the palate for me. And then it just kind of goes into this really nice finish that has some of that, some of your oak on the back of that. I'm not getting some of the sweet tobacco that I got on the nose, but I mean, it is changing every time I drink this, which is something that I really enjoy. In a pour is when it has some complexity and it changes a little bit every time and it makes you want to explore it a little more. And it's got some nice oils to it. So I'll tell you what, I'm a fan of this. I can't wait for a couple of you guys to have some of this. I'll tell you what, we'll just put in the comments, if you're over 21, continental US, member of the channel. Remember, if you're a Patreon, you automatically get a second shot if you're in that $5 or $15 range. And Patrons, thank you so much. You guys truly support the channel, and you're also the first people that we go to It's part of the Pour Decisions stuff. So Pour Decisions is the barrel group that I'm in with some other YouTubers. So thankful for all them. We've done Westward. We've got another one upcoming, released in a few weeks. We'll talk more about that. Excited about that. But if you want to have an opportunity for this as a 2-ounce pour, put ice wine somewhere in the description. So you can work it into a sentence. Some of you guys are very clever that way, and I truly, truly appreciate that. But put ice wine somewhere in the comments, and I will pick someone from the comments, and I also pick someone from the Patreon as well, because you guys are the ones that are always taking such amazing care of me, and I truly appreciate you guys. If you haven't, like, comment, subscribe to the channel at 2,500, almost there. Gonna have a giveaway, and I'm not gonna say what's on the giveaway, and I'm not gonna try to hype it up, because I want you guys that have been watching this to have that opportunity for a couple of special things coming out when we get to that 2,500 mark. You guys are the ones that do all the great job supporting the channel, talking about it. I had someone call me today, said, hey, you haven't been posting a lot lately. And I said, no. I said, I'm trying to get back into it, and I think I'm finally at that point where I can do a little more regular stuff on there. So excited about that. So 2,500, I'll do something for that. And like I said, I'm not going to publicize it too crazy, because I want the people that you guys have been the one building up this channel to have that opportunity. I don't want a bunch of people to join just because they have an opportunity for something. I want people that have been here and really added so much to the channel. You guys' contributions in the comments, pointing me in the right direction on things. You guys are the ones that build this. So ice wine somewhere in the comments so you can get a 2-ounce pour of this. And this just gets oilier and creamier as I drink on this, which I really like. And I do like that fruit note on the all the way at the beginning, all the way through the back. And then how you move into some other notes from the whiskey itself. So awesome stuff there. Look, I want to talk to you a minute about America. Just us, just us. I know that sometimes elections can bring out the best and the worst in people. I don't care who you voted for. At the end of the day, I just want us to be better as Americans. We have so much to offer to each other. You know, we always want to put the hand out to help people out, and we want to take care of each other. So no matter if you're on the winning side or the losing side, the most important thing you can do is try to be 1% better for your fellow Americans. And that includes myself. You know, be nicer to people, be kinder to people, you know, be more willing to listen and to help. And if you're doing those things, it gets infectious, and people want to follow that, and they want to do that. So I'm just saying, let's just be better Americans. We have such amazing opportunities living in this country that I am so proud that I say when I go places and travel, I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud of what we've done. I'm proud of some of our history. Is some of our history great? No. Does that mean that we can't get better? We have been. And just keep working to getting better. Let's make us even stronger. Every country has started off generally doing some things that we may not be proud of, or done some things wrong, but we learn from it. And the great countries learn from it, improve and improve and improve. So help us improve as a country. You guys have built this. I'm lucky to be a part of this, and I'm so thankful. Look, if you happen to be working when you see this, man, I hope your workday goes by fast. I hope you're successful in everything you do. I hope you're blessed. I hope you bring great things to your team and they bring it right back to you. When you're off, man, I just hope that dial turns it down. I hope you have some great pours with people. I hope you have some fantastic conversations. Start a new series, start a new book, learn something new, do something for yourself. Make sure to take care of yourself, because if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't take care of other people. Always prioritize yourself to the point where you're taking care of yourself. Givers, I'm telling you right now, it's the toughest thing to do as a giver is to give to yourself, but do it. That way you have more energy to give to other people. Look, a couple more days of the weekend. We're on the downhill slide of things. I am ready. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I hope you all have an amazing day. Cheers and God bless. Thank you.